name is Island. Today I'm going to be showing you how to be the best plant mom, as well as how much plants can really just transform your space. So I got into plants and planting and, getting into being a plant mom when I moved into my very first apartment that was all mine. And I really wanted to bring in some life into the place. And I found out pretty quickly that I actually have a pretty good green thumb for it. It all started with one plant that I stole from my mom's house. I named her Root Bader Ginsburg. And then she had babies. Plants can have babies. And then I got a snake plant and I named her Eve, and then she had babies. So I very quickly grew a very large collection. Also, bonus tip here, I highly recommend naming your plants and talking to them. They thrive. Now make sure that you stay until the end of this video because I will be giving you a tip on how to grow your monstera, those beautiful big leaves. I will show you how to grow it from this to this way faster than you would believe. My favorite thing about plant care and being a plant mom is definitely just the sort of everyday checking in and seeing the slow progress. I get so excited when I see new leaves popping out. But then my second favorite is definitely getting new planters for them and dressing up the space. It kind of feels like getting a new outfit for my plants. Today I'm going to be showing you how plants can really liven up a space and take it from this to this, as well as highlighting some of the planters I'll be using. All of the planters I'm going to be highlighting in this video are available on the Sune app, so make sure to download that, check it out, explore. They also have so many different planters, more than what I'll be showing, as well as other plant accessories, so you'll be guaranteed to find the perfect fit for you and your plant. Tip number one, window placement. Now that you've picked out your plants, it's time to figure out where you're going to be placing them because every single plant likes different lighting conditions. Some plants like more low light, like this snake plant I have out in my hallway. Very little light there, and yet it's thriving. If you have low light where you live, or you aren't the best at taking care of plants, you just early on in your journey, you forget to water them, snake plant is perfect for you because they need very little water and they truly thrive off neglect. Some plants like more indirect lighting, like RGB over here. I cannot place her closer to the window or her leaves will burn. And some plants love as much light as you can possibly give them. These are more of your tropical plants like birds of paradise or monstera, or succulents like I have my string of pearls. Basically, think of plants that are going to, in their natural habitat, get a full day of direct sunlight. Whatever your plant is, simply Google it, find out what its preference is, and then place it accordingly because you don't want to have too little light, but you also don't want to have too much light. When we moved into my current apartment, we were so blessed with getting a huge west-facing window in our living room, and I knew I wanted to put plants around it because west-facing windows are amazing. They face the sunset, which means early afternoon to mid-afternoon, you're gonna be getting really bright indirect light. And then the later afternoon to sunset, you're getting that really strong direct light. You do have to be careful though, because sunset light is very harsh on plants. So you can only put ones there that are going to be able to take that. But the rest of the room is also going to be getting really strong light throughout the day. Tip number two, drainage. Now that you know where you're gonna be placing your plants, it's time to consider what kind of planter you're gonna be putting them into. It's basically picking out an outfit for your plant. It's important to make sure that whatever planter you get has a drainage hole in order to maintain that soil moisture balance. If the excess water can't drain out, you are risking drowning your plants or creating root rot, which is not good. A great option are planters that have a built-in tray, like this one from Capra Designs. That way the water is able to drain out, but it's captured in that tray, so it's not gonna spill out onto the floor or ruin your surfaces. Also, this one has a cute flower pattern. These cascade planters from Hide and Seek Supply Co. are not only fun because they hang and look nice, but they do have built-in drainage holes, so when you water that top plant, any excess water is gonna drip into the plant below it. First of all, watering that plant as well as conserving that water. But because there are holes on both of them, maybe make sure that you have a plant underneath the hanger to capture any water that may drip out the last one. If you have a planter with a drainage hole but no tray to capture that water, you could opt for something like this cork mat from Rooting For You. That's gonna soak up any of that water, not damage any of your surfaces, but they also have really fun and funny sayings. So it'll either remind you to water your plant or just sort of reflect where you are in your plant mom journey. They're sarcastic, they're hilarious. Go check out all of the ones that they have on Sune because they are a riot. If you find a planter that you really, really love, but it doesn't have a drainage hole like this Cole ceramic planter from Hide and Seek Supply Co., that is okay. Don't worry. Just take the plant that you got and keep it in that plastic pot that it came in from the nursery and just stick that right in the planter. It'll be hidden, you won't be able to see it, and it'll still allow the plant to drain any excess water. Whatever planter you choose, just make sure it has drainage. Tip 3, now it's time to water your plants. Every plant is slightly different on how it likes to be watered, but there is a trick that I like to use to gauge a plant's thirst level. Take your finger and stick it into the dirt up to that first digit, and when you take it out, if there's a little bit of damp dirt still stuck to your finger, leave it alone. That plant's fine. If you pull it out and it's dry, the dirt isn't sticking to your finger, water that baby. Most people worry about killing their plants by not watering them enough, but honestly, it actually ends up being the opposite most of the time. Most people kill their plants by over watering them. We do not need to smother our plants with love. Love her, leave her alone. You really only have to water your plants about every 2 weeks. Again, depends on the plant, but you might want to increase it during warmer weather. Just use this trick and that will help you gauge. Now you've got your light source decided, your plant has a home in a beautiful planter, and it's nice and watered. All of its needs are set. It's time to create your display. I'm gonna let you see just how much this livens up my living room. I'm just gonna let the montage play so you can see how it really comes to life. That's how to be a successful plant mom and really liven up your space. Now, for those of you who stayed to the end, thank you for watching. You get a bonus master tip of how to grow your monstera so fast. And I grew mine from a single baby leaf. When you look at your monstera, if you see these little growths coming off of it, these are called aerial roots. Out in nature, these would be used to help the plant climb and create better stability, but they also are looking for a water source. So if you take one of those and stick them directly into a jar of water, your monstera is going to be so happy. When I did this, I got 2 huge leaves grow in just 1 month. Thank you so much for watching this video. To get products like this, make sure to download the Sune app, follow our page, and let me know in the comment section, what's your favorite makeup product? I'll see you soon.